What is up, you guys? It is 7:35 p.m. I am editing this video just before I'm about to jump on a live on Facebook with my Determined Women Facebook group. But I wanted to tell you that today, Sunday, the 29th of August, I have recorded for you a full day of eating vlog. So we're going to go back in time now to about 7:30 this morning, and we're going to kick it off with what I had for breakfast. Now, today's current macros for this week are around 1,700 calories. And yeah, so if your calories are something similar, or you're counting your macros, or you're just looking for foods that are higher in protein, so different ideas, I have 3 recipes for you in today's vlog. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, going back to 7:30 this morning now. Enjoy the day. Morning, guys. So I'm going to show you exactly what I have for breakfast most mornings. Now, I probably should be adding a lot of vegetables here, but I just don't really feel like them in the morning all the time. So I will more than likely have a greens shake or something to make up for that, and just bulk up my other meals with more veggies. But basically what I have is an everything bagel, which I'm just gonna toast, and then we're gonna add some egg whites to make sure we get plenty of protein in with a whole egg, so that we've still got the flavor of that one yolk and some fats in there as well. I'm just gonna pop this in the toaster. Alright, so if you're struggling to get enough protein in, I highly recommend you get the Pureg egg whites. So obviously that way you can add a lot more protein to your meals, to your breakfast, but without the fat of the yolks and without wasting yolks, you know, if you're just separating whole eggs. So I'm going to add 200 grams of egg whites to my egg in the pan. So the easiest way to do that is to pop the carton on the scales, tear it, and then pour in what you need. So I've got my bagel toasting away, and then I'm just going to top it with some light Philly cheese. Now I get these little snack pods because they're the perfect portion to cover both sides of the bagel. I'm going to dish that up with my egg whites, and yes, I sacrificed some carbs for my cheeseburger sauce, which I love, and yeah, that's it. Alright, so because this is quite a lot of food, as I said before, I don't always add veggies to my brekkie because I just can't eat it all. So I'm going to make up for it with my daily greens powder. Eggs just about done. And because I have this breakfast pretty much every day, I can tell you. Okay, so with the cheeseburger sauce, 1 egg, an everything bagel, a tub of light Philly cheese, and 200 grams or half a cup, or a cup of egg whites. We have 57 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, and 40 grams of protein. So obviously you could sub the bagel for a sandwich thin, or a wrap, or even an English muffin to make it lower in carbs. But this is just something I really enjoy, so I have it and I make it work. Alright, so as you can see, we got a whole lot of egg. I'm going to move you a little bit there. So same thing again, I put the sauce bottle on the scales, I tear it. I want about 20 grams. And there you have it. Pretty straightforward, a ton of protein, good amount of carbs, and I am going to be very satisfied and very full and enjoy every bit of this with my shake. So I just got back from a nice walk along the Esplanade with some girlfriends, and now I'm gonna get stuck into prepping some lunch. So for lunch today, I'm going to make a simple chicken and veggie meal, but I found a recipe. It's a Gymshark recipe, surprisingly enough, and it's for honey sriracha baked chicken and veggies. So I'm gonna give that a whirl, and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. Okay, to start off with, to prep the chicken, there's a thing of zucchini here. So in the bowl, I've got 30 grams of egg whites, and in this bowl, I've got 30 grams of corn flour. So what I'm going to do, I've preheated the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and now I'm going to dip, I've got 500 grams of diced chicken breast here. I'm going to pop it in the egg whites, give it a mix to coat it all, and then I'm going to pop it in the corn flour. So let me just wash my hands. I'm going to get all my chicken into the egg whites. Give that a good coat, and I've just beaten the egg whites a little bit, fluff them up, make them go that little bit further. If you've got issues with touching raw chicken, look away, because I don't. And then we're going to coat that in the corn flour mixture. The Gymshark recipe says to put the green veggies in with the chicken. I'm going to do it in a separate dish, but no big deal. So I'm going to pop this in the oven for 10 minutes while I get my veggies ready, and then we'll pop the veggies in the oven as well. So 10 minutes. Okay, so our chicken's in the oven, the veggies are prepped, and I'm going to now make our honey sriracha sauce. So in the sauce, we've got 2 tablespoons of honey, to that I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sriracha. So obviously if you don't like it particularly spicy, don't add so much sriracha. Don't want to miss any of that glorious honey. To that, I'm going to add, what do we got? 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And I forgot to get it out. But I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. So that's our sauce. So now we wait for the chicken to cook, we wait for the green veggies to cook, which I'm gonna pop in the oven now, and yeah, and then we're going to mix the sauce over all of the chicken and serve it with some rice and our green veg. Okay, so everything's ready now. I'm going to dish it up, but first and foremost, what we're gonna do, very, very hot. I'm just gonna do it. So I'm just going to add our sauce mixture and mix it all over our chicken. I want to make sure we get every single bit we can. And then I've got our rice. And then I'm gonna load up with my greens. So now I don't track my green veggies. I encourage my clients not to worry about tracking them because no one ever got fat from eating too many vegetables, let's be honest. Alright, I'm excited. There we have it. So we've got the honey sriracha chicken. Let's see if my camera's gonna focus. If it wants to focus on my face. Greens and rice. So the macros, which I'm just gonna bring up. So our macros for our chicken with sriracha, honey sriracha sauce is 29.6 grams of protein, 3.4 grams of fat because we use chicken breast. So that fat is pretty much just coming from our sesame oil, and 9.4 grams of carbs, so that's our honey. So I'm gonna pop some green onion. And a little bit of sesame seeds as well. Voila! Honey sriracha chicken with greens and rice. Yum! Now I'm gonna try it and hopefully not blow my head off. Oh my god. It's so tasty. Alright, I'm gonna go eat this and I will see you for dinner. Okay, so I just took the kids to get frappes from McDonald's. It's the first time Charlie has ever had a frappe, but she's got a friend over and she really wanted to try one, so me being the fun mum that I am, I do allow my kids to have treats. I'm not anti anything really, but it did make me crave something a little sweet. So I've got a Skinny Cow chocolate sundae, some straws, and I've never tried this before, but I'm gonna give it a whirl. 20 grams. Wow, 20 grams is quite a lot. So we've got whipped cream, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. Alright, so I just finished my workout and my protein for the day. I'm a bit under, so I'm going to have 2 serves of No Way Juicy collagen protein. The macros are really good on this, so for a 19.5 gram scoop, which I'm having 2 of obviously, you've got 15 grams of protein, less than 1 gram of fat, and less than 1 gram of carbohydrates as well. So 2 scoops of this is going to give me 30 grams of protein, and it tastes really good. That's the grape flavor. I also really like the wild berry and the pink lemonade. But it's a really good alternative if you're not a fan of milky proteins, because it is more like a cordial. If I can do this one-handed, it'd be a miracle. Okay, so I'm not very coordinated, but yeah. Good stuff. I do need to shake it more. Note to self, if you have 2 scoops, put it in a bigger shaker with more water, because it will dissolve better in a bit more. But usually I use my little zhuzher for my protein drinks as well, which helps mix it up a bit better. But yeah, so workout's done, protein's going in, and then won't be long and I will be getting dinner ready. See you then. Alright, so for tonight's dinner I am going to make some Mexican style meatballs. So just using pork mince, beef mince, taco seasoning, so some oat bran instead of breadcrumbs, but you can use breadcrumbs, and an egg, and we're gonna use them and make like fajita style wraps, but with meatballs instead, just for something different. So yeah, I'm gonna make the meatballs, and then I gotta set them aside for 30 minutes before we cook them. So we'll get into making the meatballs now, and then I'll jump back on and show you the finished product. Alright, so super straightforward. These meatballs are only 5 ingredients. I've got 500 grams of extra lean pork mince and 500 grams of extra lean beef mince. Just gonna put that in there. Sorry guys, it's not for you, buddy. To the mince, I'm going to add 1 egg. I'm going to add a pack of taco seasoning. And just 50 grams of oat bran, only because I don't have breadcrumbs. You can obviously use breadcrumbs instead. And just I don't know how well you're going to hear me because we're having a storm. And, but yeah, I want these to be about 50 grams each. So I'm going to tear my scales, I've got the mixture on there. And that way I can grab out 50 grams. So I'm going to pop these in the fridge now for 30 minutes and then they'll go in the oven. Okay, so I'm just going to cook up some red onion and some capsicum to go into our wraps with the meatballs. Alright, so I've got a few of the meatballs in the air fryer. We're just going to put them on 180 for about 20 minutes. And yeah, should be good. Got the rest of the meatballs, they've been resting for 30 minutes. And then we're just going to have it with a bit of salad on some wraps. Alright, so the meatballs are cooked. I am about to assemble my wraps. So I'm having two here. They're only small. So these are all just going to be like tacos. And they are the wraps I'm using tonight. So super low carb, only 70 calories. Look, I'm not low carb, but eating stuff like this means I can eat twice as much, so I'm all for it. But yeah, so the macros on the wraps are 5 grams of protein each wrap, 2.4 grams of fat, and only 3.3 grams of carbs. Now a standard wrap that we would normally have, so like these ones just from Coles, are like 21 grams of carbs. So, you know, I could eat 4 of these for the same amount of calories as 1 of these. So I'm all for volume. I want to eat more, right? So I've got my wrap, my 2 wraps. I'm having 20 grams of cheese and my little meatballs. So 2 meatballs per wrap, and I'll probably cut these up a bit. Alright, this is going to be interesting. So a little bit of cucumber. I've just cooked down some onion and capsicum, which I'm going to pour a little bit on each one, and some capsicum. I'm actually going to add just some salsa too. Now salsa is awesome if you are on lower calories because there's nothing to it really. So you can enjoy, you know, something nice and flavorful without worrying about too many calories. And as I said earlier, with my veggies, like 1 slice of cucumber, capsicum, onion, the salsa, I'm not worrying about tracking them because they're just, it's not going to add up to much. So while my daily calories at the moment are about 1600. That doesn't include any veg, so I tend to bulk up my meals. Like I'll probably have like some more salad on the side of this. Like I've got plenty of greens here. I'm gonna make a big salad to have with this to make it go even further. But you can see there, like they are stonkers. They are quite big. And let me just tell you the macros. So for those 2 wraps, let me just, yeah. So with the wraps, 2 meatballs on each, which is 2 serves. And sorry, that was 50 grams of cheese, not 20. 50 grams of light mozzarella as well. You're looking at 68 grams of protein, 24 grams of fat, so a little bit high in fat, but that's the cheese as well, and only 13 grams of carbs. So you get nearly 70 grams of protein in, you know, like your protein's staunch. So for the whole day, because this is pretty much all I'm going to eat today now, I will have an Avalanche hot chocolate with some coconut and almond milk. If you haven't had them before, I'll show you. So they're just the sugar-free Avalanche hot chocolate. They come in little sachets, super delish. And I have that on coconut and almond milk. So for the day, with all the meals that you've seen, so we had the egg whites and bagel for breakfast with Philly cheese. We had the Sriracha honey chicken for lunch with rice, and we've got the Mexican meatballs wraps, as well as the Skinny Cow and ice cream with whipped cream and strawberries, and a protein shake. So just adding that up. So we've had let me see. So a total of 145 grams of carbohydrates, 46 grams of fat, and 177 grams of protein. So a pretty awesome day there. Like that is a lot of protein. And we're looking at a total of 1,792 calories. So, you know, so much food. I'm definitely not starving. And yeah, still coming in under 1,800 calories. Not bad at all. Purely because I am another 60 days out from my next photo shoot, and I'm looking to get a lot leaner for that. So stay tuned, and yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you try any of the meals. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.